ちらルーム303号室です。
Hello, this is Leiya. Welcome back to the Fickle Human Radio. It's Sunday. It is scorching hot. And to bring you all a little bit of joy, we're doing a roughly 2-hour special episode. You'll see there are 3 artists with me today. So what we're doing today, instead of a regular interview, we have 3 singer-songwriters based in the Tokyo, Kanagawa area. We'll be bringing live performances, a little bit of conversation. So let's get started. First person we have today is
Sherry. Hi.
Hi, Sherry. Do I say Sherry or do I say Cher1tide?
Cher1tide.
Cher1tide? Okay. I will call you Cher1tide for the remainder of the 2 hours. Okay, so we have Cher1tide as our first guest. After that, we'll have Leo Herron and Eminata. The setup for today, usually I have like a set interview thing that's very in-depth, but because I want it to be music-focused, I have random questions I came up with at like 2 a.m. last night, and I want to have you choose 3 of them. And yeah, answer whatever feels good.
Okay. I'll just pull one then.
Yes. Feel the tarot card vibes. Okay. What's the question?
Is purity relevant to you as an artist?
Gut question. Gut answer.
I think it is. I guess it also depends on what purity means, right? But I think when I think of purity coming from your heart, and I think with music it should come from your heart, like it comes from that place. So yeah, I think it's very relevant.
Beautiful answer. I heard some nods of approval from behind. Okay. I love that. No, that's something I've been thinking about a lot in, like, what does it mean to be, like a pure artist? And I think sometimes there's this idea that purity for an artist is like just being an artist, but I think it is more about the creativity and like where that comes from. So love your answer. Okay, number 2.
I just really want to go for this one.
Yeah, go for the blue. I know the blue is really tempting. I just ran out of yellow.
Okay, the question: how do we protect art? How do we protect art? I think a big part of protecting art, and also connected to this question as well, is allowing artists to have that freedom to make music that does come from here, and like understanding that, I don't know, just letting them have that freedom, because I feel very often that a lot of artists don't have that. They don't have that like space or like that ability to, I guess, to experiment or to play or to have, like, I don't know, create something that is meaningful for them. And I guess a way of protecting that is by allowing that.
Everyone is hydrated?
A glass of water? Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. You want to charge up?
We're doing some life support checks to make sure we're hydrated and charged. Important. Okay, 3rd question.
I'll go for one in the back then.
Okay. Oh, you got the abstract one.
What is your seed? What is my seed? Because when I think of my seed, I'm thinking of that place from within, I guess, and the things that I don't know, that source within me, and I think that is like love, and yeah, I think it comes from a place of love, and that is like a lot of the motivation for a lot of the things I do. So.
Thank you. I realized that we were gonna do question song, but I just like hit you with the rapid fire questions, 3 at once. But okay, let me ask you one last question, and then we can get into the song, and if other like conversations pop up, we can go with the flow. So I feel like all of your answers all share this deep appreciation of the heart and coming from a really truthful place, coming from a really vulnerable place. And when I listened to your first EP, that came out earlier this month, or was it June?
Yes, June.
And we played a track from that EP last month on the show as well. I really got the sense that you write your lyrics from that sort of pure, soulful space. What is your songwriting process? Is there like a singular process? Does it sort of come and go depending on what you're feeling? I'm curious, for example, with the EP, how that came together.
Yeah, so I guess for me, the process does like kind of come and go, and even with the songs from this EP, they weren't just made like within like a short amount of time. They are songs that have come within the past, I would say like maybe the past 2-3 years, just songs that I have made, whether it be like songs after like something happening or but yeah, very much it is a process of like coming and going, and I guess even with like my artist name, like Cher1tide, I feel like Tide is like a very symbolic thing for me, because it does kind of parallel, like even with like my art and music, this like coming and going of like feelings.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful response. And maybe this is a good segue into hearing some of your songs. Maybe you can tell us about what song you're starting off with.
So this first song is called Echoes of Love. It's the song that you
Yes, that's my favorite song.
And so, this song is kind of just about feelings and like the feelings that kind of linger and stay in the heart after time. So,
Thank you. All right, then let's get started with our first performance. Okay.
feels like I've been waiting for 1,000 years for you to call me from below. How is it that we've let all this time by? How is it that we've been all alone? Your voice fills the room darkest hours, till light finds its way in through the blinds. How is it that we've let all this time go? How is it that we've been all alone? All alone for so long, all alone.
That was so gorgeous and so special to be able to hear it so close as well. I don't know why this reminded me of, I've been listening to a lot of Cockatoo Twins.
Cockatoo Twins. Yeah.
And your album sort of reminded me of their sound a little bit. This bit of like echoey, like polyphonic sort of tones, and it's so special. Let's go with the second song. What do you have next for us?
So this next song it's a song that I performed at Space. I think it was when Leiya had the event a while back ago. But it's called Silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
And the song is actually not on the EP. I haven't released it yet, but I thought it'd be nice to play it. So I'm just going to tune my guitar real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Silhouette is a song about being kind to yourself, especially when, maybe you're feeling kind of low, and just a reminder to be kind to yourself. And
All right, let's hear it. Silhouette.
down a road no one knows. Set it on fire just to watch how it glows. So I'd never blame you. Oh, I'd never blame you. Silhouette on the floor.
Oh boy. That was. Every time I speak to you, but also hear your music, there's so much kindness in it, and I feel like this song is a depiction of you as this like really wonderfully kind person. I love the lyric that I don't blame you because it's so tiring. I know I feel like so many people are probably feeling this like level of exhaustion and feeling like that responsibility is on them to alleviate the fatigue that they feel. And like you said, this feels like a song that's a beautiful like balm almost to soothe the aches. Also, I feel like the temperature in the room is very like suzushi right now. Is your music anti-global warming? Who knows? It might be. But I do feel like art really can heal a lot, and so it's wonderful. We still got time for, honestly, like a song and a half. What are you thinking?
I can play one more song.
Yeah?
Yeah. This song is also on the EP,
Mhm.
and it's the last one, In This Beautiful Life. And it's a very special one to me because, yeah, I wrote it about 2 years ago, and I performed it for the first time in like this really like hole in the wall bar that I used to go to a lot in Shibuya. It's called Crossroad, and yeah, my friends and I would always go there, and we did like this small live there, and my close friends and I, they helped me to kind of put together the song, and I played it there for the first time, and so it's very special. But yeah.
Awesome. What's the title again?
It's called In This Beautiful Life.
In This Beautiful Life. Let's go.
Let's try that again.
The light shines through the leaves to my face. Today I feel okay. I look out and see the children play. What a beautiful life. What a beautiful life it is. To love and be loved. To love and be loved. To feel the sun another day. and our love once more, again and again, in this beautiful life.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful songs. I know you have a release party coming up. Is it August 11th?
August 11th, yes, here
Yeah.
at WQ.
Okay. If you want a little plug in, if you want to talk about what you have planned on that day.
Yeah, I think I'm planning on doing something. It's going to be a bit intimate, but it'll be later in the evening on that day, and some friends will be opening for me. There'll be 2 other artists doing live sets, and then I'll also be playing some songs from the EP. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Cher1tide. Today I kind of didn't preface the whole reason for wanting to do this music centered version of the show, and I think just personally, I think the 3 of you I feel like I'm like witnessing something happening, and it's really exciting to be able to observe the coming of these really beautiful artists up close, and I selfishly wanted to share that with other people as well. But especially nowadays when there are so many industry I don't want to say industry plants because that sounds really conspiratorial, but the music industry itself is this like huge mechanism and this huge machine, and there's so much talent that gets lost in that tidal wave. And I think it's places like Room 303 is one of the rare spaces where independent artists can really have a place to shine. So I'm so happy that I got to have you here right after your first EP got released and right before your release party. Thank you so much, Cher1tide. That was beautiful. Let me think time-wise. It's perfect timing. Maybe we can hop on to artist number 2. Yeah. Thanks, Cher1tide. Woo! Okay. I'm going to steal the questions away. Do I put this back?
You can if you
Should I put it back into the deck? This deck? And shuffle.
I mean, do you want all of the questions that you wrote to be answered, or do you
I
want...
want a different question.
You want different...
Yeah,
oh, shit.
I want
Okay.
surprise.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I'll get the leftovers.
that's right. It's all right. They're all good. They're all good questions.
What did you do?
The seed one, that was a good question.
Yes,
Seed
that was
one.
okay. Seed. I tried shuffling it. It was all together. Okay. All right, we're back with our second artist. Would you like to introduce yourself to the world?
Oh, sure, yeah. So my name is Leo Herron, and I'm a Tokyo-based singer-songwriter, guitar player, and composer. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
Thank you so much for coming on
Yeah, my pleasure.
the show. For context, I came across your music at So Far Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
that was
Yeah,
how we first met. And then I didn't give a little blurb on how I met Sherry, but Sherry and I met at an event that I was doing last year, right? I think at Space Orbit, or maybe it was January this year.
Offline school.
Yeah, the offline school. Yeah, I think it was in November last year. Yeah, and Emmy was one of our guest facilitators. So Space Orbit. And you'll hear about Space Orbit later, but it's a great place. If you're ever in Tokyo and you want to find a place where there's a strong, robust, wholesome, creative, independent scene, go to Space Orbit. They always have something amazing there. Let's get into the question deck.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go with the blue one right away.
Okay.
How do you keep going? I don't know. How do I keep going? I mean, I guess this is about music, or I guess it's however you want to interpret it, right?
However you want to interpret it.
Yeah, so I'm assuming this is going to be about music. But I keep going because I can't live without music. So it's kind of like asking me, how do I keep living, I guess, kind of. So, yeah, it's kind of I don't know what else to say.
All right.
But yeah, it's very intuitive, I think. Intuitive reflex.
It's part of your anatomy.
What is authenticity? Oh my god. Can I do a reversal question?
Yes.
Why did you ask this? What's like your thinking when you wrote this question down?
Because authenticity has lost its meaning, I think, in the last couple of years with the advent of social media and it becoming another branding mechanism.
Okay.
I am chronically online and I'm trying not to be, but I see so much content about how to be authentic. And I don't think there's an equation. There's no way to be authentic necessarily. It's not replicable. Like you can't replicate one person's authenticity or how they're authentic.
Yeah. Do you see authenticity in like black and white? Is it like something is fully authentic?
No, I don't.
Layers of
I think there's
authenticity
nuance, and
inside inauthenticity maybe.
Yeah, and I think it's also contextual.
Okay.
Like me right now is
Yeah.
authentic for this
Yeah.
moment, and I'm being the truest version of myself for this situation.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice catch.
Situation. So I do think it's contextual. I do think there is always some like through line though,
Interesting.
in what is what.
Yeah.
No, it's tricky.
But I guess
That's
if you-
exactly
but
why I
guess
asked
if you
it.
pursue it, like it might end up in like a certain camp though, like inauthenticity, authenticity. So like the
Yeah.
branding thing you're talking about, maybe if it's pursued even deeper, like you kind of see the underlying sort of, I guess, reasons and why they decide to be authentic in this inauthentic ad or something. Maybe I don't know. So, yeah, I think for me it's more about like truth, maybe truth and love. Maybe if you want to be more like a spiritual esoteric, but I think it's a practice that you need to sort of, I guess, ground yourself in every single day. And I think it's a learned discipline or technique, maybe. So I think a lot of inauthenticity, like with the Instagram you were talking about, maybe it's just you just do it this way because you're supposed to do it, or you know, like people post, like put certain hashtags or certain like formats of colors or whatever, because that's just what they were taught to do. So maybe an antithesis to that would be like, okay, you consciously sort of think of a way to stay true to yourself inside that platform and maybe consciously practice it until it becomes sort of like a shukan. What's shukan in English?
Shukan, routine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think it's just routine. Yeah.
I think I like the idea of defining authenticity as a practice and a process and a routine rather than a specific state. Because I think it's when we think of authenticity, we sometimes imagine a state, like a destination, but maybe it is more of a routine, like a shukan, rather than a particular thing. It's more of a way of being, and there's
But
like
the
different ways.
realization is really beautiful too, though. Like when it's like encapsulated inside like a performance or like a speech or something, it really like shines. I feel like all that work that you put in every day. So that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you
Oh,
for that
yeah,
wonderful
thank you. I don't know.
answer and question to the question. All right, one last one. Okay.
I'm really enjoying these. What is yours? Oh my god.
You're getting the existential questions.
Can I do another reversal question?
Yes.
Why did you decide to ask this question? What is yours?
Why did I ask that question? It came up. Someone else asked me this question. in the context of a conversation about like ownership
Yeah.
and the use of the word my.
Okay.
It was a very like writer-esque conversation we were having, but specifically we were having a conversation about how we describe partners as like my partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this like sense of ownership around particular like relationships and people.
Oh,
And then they asked like, so what is
Yeah.
truly yours?
Yeah.
And the only answer I had was like my body was the only thing I could come up with that was like truly mine,
Interesting.
because everything else is there's no guarantee. For
Yeah.
example, a particular relationship or even family. Even my life isn't necessarily mine. It's bound to nature and rules of my like anatomy that's beyond my control. So
Yeah.
maybe even body isn't really mine. Maybe like my mind is the only thing that's mine. And that question really surprised me. I had never
Yeah.
been asked that
So
before.
on a material basis, you'd say like it's your body.
I would say body, and then in a broader basis, I think just my mind
Yeah.
and
What
consciousness.
about like objects that you, like your apartment or your house?
I don't think
or-
they're mine.
How so? Why? Why is that?
Because it's mine in a sort of like immaterial sense, like my home
Yeah.
as a concept and my bedroom as a concept, but the actual material space isn't mine. I pay rent for it, right? And I think there's this like, there's a part of me that's always a bit nervous about materials because a lot of things are perishable, a lot of things are not necessary, like we don't necessarily own it as personal property. Like music subscriptions are a really great example. Like none of my playlists are mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the subscription service I use goes defunct tomorrow, I've lost
Yeah.
all of my playlists,
That's
right?
true, yeah.
Or even books. I read paper books, but if if my flat burns down, I've lost all
Yeah.
of my books. Or if
Yeah.
my ebook reader goes up in flames, I've lost all the data to my books. And so I think the term "my" is like a really convenient way to feel secure about the state of the world. But
That's interesting.
in
Yeah,
reality, like a lot of it isn't
Yeah.
determined or it's not fixed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good point because I guess going back to what you said about like the material conditions of your body, I mean, if that no longer becomes yours, that's just extremely traumatic, you know, in some way. Like if your arm gets cut off or something like that. So yeah, that's interesting. I think for me, what I sort of my mind wandered towards was maybe sort of like categorization, maybe. So like, I don't know if this is a good example, but like you know the Myers-Briggs test, like I, E, or whatever. I feel like people sort of fit like a specific archetype. So I think for me, like my room is mine because it showcases who I am, or my music is mine because that's maybe the kind of person that I express, and hopefully someone who's similar to me or who has like a similar temperament, or who I guess looks at the world the same way I do would sort of resonate with that and I guess incorporate that into their personality as well, maybe. So yeah, what is yours? Yeah, it's just like a vibe thing, maybe though. I don't know, but
I mean, yeah, our vibes are ours.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Can't unvibe the vibe.
Can't not unvibe the vibe. The vibe cannot be purchased.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
no vibe purchasing allowed.
No vibe purchasing allowed. This is, I think this is a good way to like transition into your performance bit.
Okay.
But I think your question to my questions is a great representation, as Sherry's responses were to my questions. I think your music and your like artistry a lot of times goes into this contemplative space for me when I'm listening to it. You do some like spoken word poetry as well, and I think those words also sort of hint at this side of your personality. But yeah, we have some time for you to share some music. What do you have in mind?
So this first song is called A New Beginning.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find a pick. Hold on. There we go. But this song is about not wanting a new beginning. I guess when things go wrong or when things go the way I don't want them to go. I guess a very common instinct of mine would be like, okay, I'm just gonna like build a new basis. You know, like maybe it's like a romantic thing or like a spiritual thing or a materialistic thing. It's like, okay, I'm gonna start and build my base again, start from zero and build my way back up. But at some point I'm just like, I don't really need to do that anymore. I think I have a good foundation and like I'm happy with my life. So when things go wrong, I have something I can sort of fall back on. So yeah, that's what the song is about.
Awesome. Okay.
Let me tune really quick. All right, ikimasu. I don't need a new beginning ここにいるだけで I like this no new beginning ずっとこのままがいい変わらずでいて夢に閉じ込められて I see your face, you're red I won't run チェリーと静かに揺れる誤解と excuse yeah oh yeah I don't need a new beginning ここにいるだけで I like this no new beginning oh yeah yeah I don't need a new beginning ここにいるだけで I like this no new beginning
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
Super like Japanese radio,
Oh, really?
right? No, I got a Rajikase, like a radio CD player off of Mercari, which is like a Japanese eBay. And every morning I listen to the radio now instead of...
yeah, that's so awesome. I want to do that too.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But they sometimes have these like singing performances on radio, and I love the Japanese radio hosts. They go, お届けしたのは and I'm like, damn, I want to do that. But I don't know. It's not, it doesn't come naturally to me. So what are we doing for the second song?
Oh, can you get like a capo? It's on my case. I can go. Oh, you have a capo?
Oh, I think we're good.
Thanks. Sure.
The perks of having three
Yeah,
guitar players in a room.
I didn't need to bring anything. This
The-
next one's called Coconut. It's about coconut oil.
About coconut oil.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not going to ask too many questions. I think,
that's right.
yeah, let's go.
I got two really quick. Yeah, good enough. All this time I knew I'd never make it this far. Feels like I've done everything, I've lived through it all. Childhood fears and darkness are now my best friends. Still making discoveries again and again. Coconut spread on her skin, shaped like heaven, always within. Feel so safe with coconut skin. Life so great with coconut skin. I love loving myself to know I belong. I'm probably fine, my dreams don't tell me it's wrong. Your red velvet fairy lights are how I'll survive. I've grown old, the other stuff is for my next life. Coconut spread on her skin, shaped like heaven, always within. Feel so safe with coconut skin. Life so great with coconut skin. Coconut spread on her skin, shaped like heaven, always within. Feels so safe with coconut skin. Life so great with coconut. Coconut skin.
So that's where the coconut oil comes in.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for that.
So earlier I asked Sherry about her songwriting process a little bit, and I'd love to throw the same question to you, but from a different angle. My favorite lyrics from any artist is when there is a very specific object or like a memory is in the lyrics. So for example, coconut oil, or even with silhouette earlier, it's a specific word, right? And I'm trying to think of like an example of another artist that does this. There's this one Australian singer-songwriter called Phoebe Go, and she has a song called 7 Up. And you think 7 Up, oh, what could the song be about? And it's about a partner of hers that moves to LA and becomes a big shot artist and starts calling a particular drink 7 Up. And the lyric goes like, I hate that you call it 7 Up now. And she's singing about sort of like being forgotten by this person that said he'll come back for her, and he's kind of become this different person after moving to LA and forgetting his Australian roots, and it all comes from this really specific word of like 7 Up. So my question is, when you're, let's say with coconut oil, right, you're taking this very specific object. How did you start from that, and then you built around it, or did you have a specific experience and you found that that particular object felt like a good representation of that episode, if that makes sense?
That's a nice question. I think it kind of connects with this one. What is yours a little bit? I think just with coconut oil, it's part of my identity or experience maybe, and then maybe I don't know, you know, I think when we all make art and stuff, it's like we don't really think about it, it just kind of like comes out, you know. But I guess to sort of like psychoanalyze myself, maybe it's like just with coconut oil, when I think of coconut oil, when I think of, I don't want to say memories with coconut, that's kind of weird, but yeah, those are just like the thoughts that come spilling in. And then you just sort of like gather them into like maybe like in a song format in a way that makes sense. And I think with songwriting, I just try to make every lyric sort of make sense in its own way. So yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, no, I think me being a writing first creative, I can't help but to want to know about the selection of words, I think. But anytime I ask questions like this about like what is the intention of something to musicians, but also even like painters, artists, they all kind of say like, we just kind of did it because it felt right. And I'm like, from a writing perspective, that's crazy. So
why is it crazy?
With writing, the meaning has to be decided a lot of times before I write, at least for me. So I have a theme or a topic, and I have it's very intentional. It's very calculated a lot of times.
So you kind of like format like stanzas.
Yeah,
together
and planning and drafting and editing, and it's because the words are my only medium. I don't have a melody. I don't have colors. I don't have, you know, I'm not a sculpture. Like I only have my words, right? And so I have to build with that with a lot of care.
But what about like the underlying message behind that though? Is that already decided, or? Because isn't that like a formatting kind of thing, or like presentation sort of? Because I guess like just with music, I feel like it's kind of the same thing. But I guess when I say like, I don't know, it's kind of like the overall overarching message I'm not really sure of. Maybe. Because it's like, oh, I'm going to change this lyric because it maybe fits this overall expression better. But I mean, I guess I know why I changed that lyric, but I don't know why that overall message exists. I don't know if that makes sense.
Maybe because I'm a Virgo, I tend to just be like, I need to know why I'm doing something.
That's respect though.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I don't know. I sometimes wish I could be a bit more like fluid, but
that's great because you can like very explicitly teach like people your ways and educate and stuff like that. So that's pretty useful. I think.
Yeah, my way is not great. It's very haphazard. But let's hear the third song.
Okay.
What's coming up next?
Okay. I'll play like a loud one.
A loud one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's called A Low Love. And I guess I should talk about it. It's about just getting jealous of people on Instagram, pretty much. Yeah, I think I've always like struggled with like envy, like not trusting my journey, and being resentful. I think is something I've always been pretty bad about. So like insecurity, stuff like that. So this is a song about that.
Okay.
It's been 6日も経ってもう数弱状態からも立ち直って Extra healthy Oh I'm freaking out Give yourself a small present One today 数えきれないほどの表現願望がけばやがて Jealousy in case low love しと窒息 Low love 湖のクジラ覚えてるよね水面を破ったら大暴れ Getting close but I'm not there yeah My time will come it's just not now Wisdom is the tree at the altar 導かれし運命が偉大さへとたどり着くから Give yourself a small present One today 数えきれないほどの表現願望がけばやがて Jealousy will encase you Low love しと窒息 Low love singing low love Give yourself a small present once a day 数えきれないほどの表現願望がけばやがて Jealousy will encase you Low love 嫉妬窒息 Low love
This is maybe the third time I've heard this song, and every time I forget that like there's that crazy ギターのなんか伴奏パートがあるのを忘れて感想ね。あみたいな。
ありがとう。
Wow, amazing! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I realized, did you want to do a fourth song earlier?
I was doing 3 or 4.
Okay. We might have time. Like I was thinking, everyone's listening to me workshopping this in live. I feel like you guys can all do like 3 each at the end, like encore. If you all want to come back with 1 song each. So
Nice.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Okay. Well, you'll be back.
All right. Sayonara.
Thank you so much. Oh, wait, one last question. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
It's
please.
the August 15th. We're going to do the same lineup pretty much.
This trio is here,
That's
and then
right.
AOPF.
And AOPF is going to play. Yeah, please come. It's going to be fun. And yeah, take your shoes off too. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be at Space Orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
So,
shoes off kind of space.
Yeah.
In the summer, though, I'm always like really insecure about taking my shoes off in public spaces in the summer.
Why?
Because maybe my feet smell.
You're
Oh.
pretty much barefoot right now.
Yeah, this is okay. So I need to make sure I come barefoot,
Yeah, true.
more or less barefoot that day.
Mm.
I'll come with clean feet. No worries, everyone. Okay,
Shout
August
out
15th.
Maru-san.
Shout out Maru-san. Yeah, Space Orbit Maru-san. He's the best. He really is. I should have him on the show one
Oh,
day.
that'd be so cool.
I might ask him.
Yeah.
I'm secretly his fan. So okay, well, maybe Maru-san, 番組にいつか出てください. Thank you so much, Leo.
Thank you, Leiya.
Emmy.
How are we going to do the shift?
Okay. Hello.
What up?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, good.
You
Can I
came.
move the mic a bit? Yeah. Just gonna. I reckon that's better. Yeah. There we
Yeah?
go. Yeah.
How was your drive from Zushi?
Good. Hot. I mean, it's a cute car, but I'm kind of scared it's gonna break down in this heat.
Oh,
I don't really want to do long drives. Like, I think 2 hours is max.
I saw on the news that there has been an increase in car malfunctions
Oh,
because of
yeah.
the heat wave, like tires melting and bursting, engines like overheating and shutting down.
Yeah.
I hope none of those things happen to your really cute car.
Shanks. Maintain your car and maintain yourself.
Yes, Dokin-chan.
Dokin-chan.
I personally am naming your car Dokin-chan,
I
but
just bought a car and it's the color of Dokin-chan. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's Dokin.
do you know?
You know, I'm
Anpanman.
Wakaru?
Wait, which one? The red one?
Yeah, so Biking Man, you know the yeah.
Dokin is Biking-man's like
arch nemesis.
Arch-
違う違う
friend?
like partner. in
Partner,
crime.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's red and she has pointy ears.
The double
Yeah.
ears, yeah. She's like not that bad.
She's not that bad.
I think like she like tells Biking Man to like chill sometimes.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like you're being a bit much. I know
Yeah.
you're evil and everything.
I don't know. I have to watch it again.
Biking man is biking as in germ. Dokin, what is dokin?
Dokin. I think it comes from her having a massive crush to Shokpanma. Shokpanma,
about that.
Shokpanma
Yes,
is
the white bread guy.
the like the
yeah,
little toast,
yeah, the toast guy.
but not toasted, just white
Pre-toasted,
bread.
plain white bread.
Yeah, I think that's why she's called Dokin-chan.
Great intro. We have Eminata. Emmy and I met on set for a film two years ago.
2 years
maybe
still?
a year and a half. Wait, was that
2024?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay, true.
Yeah, and
Been a long 2 years.
but I don't know if I mentioned this. I first saw you years before performing at a brewery in Shimokusawa.
Yeah. You said.
Yeah.
なんだっけ?
Roasting or
Yeah,
something.
roaster brew. Yeah.
Something,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw you
Sick.
performing, and I was like, wow, this girl's so pretty. And then I saw you on set. I'm like, oh my God, it's the same
and then
girl.
I was like, oh my God, 超ナンパしちゃおう. And then I was like, let's be friends.
And the rest is history.
And then we
it
just
was-
like made like great friend groups. It was really
we did.
fun.
Yeah, it's so great to have you on the show.
Thanks.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
For
Is this English and Japanese or just English?
You can do whatever.
Can I swear?
You can swear. Oh, wait, Peter, are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, no.
We've
That's like a yes, no.
We've got a maybe from the producer.
Just like before we start, because I don't know how much my Australian's going to come out. What do you... Sorry? Oh, sick. What do you want to leave behind? Ooh. Some people like ask me like, what's your goal? And I feel like a lot of Japanese people, not a lot of Japanese people, but like Japanese friends are always like, なんかいつ紅白出るの? みたいな, like, when are you gonna do like, what's 紅白? Like,
it's like our year-end New Year's music special.
yeah, but it's like massive. And like, yeah, it's cool if I do that, but I'd rather be in my 60s or like even in my 70s and still like doing gigs by the beach or, you know, places that I still do gigs now. Like, not to like have that die, I guess, is like something, it's not leaving behind, but like just to keep continuing that so that when I do part with Earth, there is like a message or a melody that like someone does relate to, and maybe like they're just like, sick, this is like a sick song from like the 2000s. Or, you know, it inspires them to make art, is like something that I'd love to leave behind. How about you?
Me, leave behind.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to leave as little pain behind, and because I'm very aware that I've wreaked havoc in people's lives in my like early 20s, and I'm doing my best to make amends. Not that much havoc to those that are concerned. I haven't like, you know, it's just being like chaotic in your youth, and I think as I get older, I'm really like, how do I make sure I don't leave anything harmful behind? And I think what's left behind isn't like up for me to choose. It's also up to like who finds it. So sure, it'll be great if someone reads something I wrote today, 50 years from now, and they're like, wow, this is like a writer in the 2000s.
Yeah.
I think that'll be really special. But I think more about like what I don't want to leave behind. And maybe it's me being in this very like environmentally conscious era of my life and thinking about my footprint, so to speak. Not like carbon footprint, but really just like how much am I consuming as a person, and how much am I like excreting, both like literally and metaphorically, and not wanting to add too much weight onto the earth. Yeah, you know, a poem or two or an essay or two being left behind would be nice. Yeah.
I don't know if this like answers the question, but I think it relates. For like a couple of years now, I've really focused on making decisions that I will not like look back in 5 years and be like regret something. Like I left a country and came back to Japan because I told myself, yo, Emmy, in 10 years time, when you look at you now, are you going to be proud of yourself, or are you going to be like should have done something, should have done a move? And I think it's the same for like songs and like every decision that you make in life. Like, do I want to leave a good song that I'm proud of and like I can re-listen to back or like read back for you for literature, or am I just gonna like let, you know, lovely advice, but like people's advice being like, we need to make pop songs, we need to like, you know, something that's catchy, something that people like understand easily. It's like maybe not. Like I'm not trying to, I don't want to be that. It's not natural for me. So I think like leaving behind things that is like good for me, that when I look in the future I'm like, sick move at me, is I guess what I want to leave behind. I don't know.
Leave behind our sick moves.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Number 2. Oh.
I think they
No.
No, okay. What's your process? Well, I wake up. Recently, I bought an alarm clock so that I leave my phone downstairs. I'm literally going through my day process. And it's been really good because usually if I take my phone up and I'm like, okay, I have to get up at 7 a.m., I'm just on my fucking phone like doom scrolling, and it's horrible. And then in the morning I do the same thing. If I'm feeling low, I'm stuck in bed for 2 hours and then I feel more depressed and shit. So I changed that habit of getting an alarm clock where it like, it's one of those like sun clocks where it like gradually gets bright.
Ooh.
Like the sun. It's very like futuristic tech.
I need that. Does it make a sound? Or does it become so bright that you can't
No.
stay asleep?
It makes a sound, and you can choose between like traditional alarm clocks to like birds chirping. I have waves and seagulls. And then my partner started singing Kamome ga tonda. 知らない? It's an old song. But
Yeah.
like, yeah. Anyway. Like, you know, just I think process-wise, what I wanted to say was I'm trying to put myself into situations and environments where there's more info coming in naturally. My process used to be pain, so I also like fucked around a lot in my 20s. Really emotional, like loved the chase back and forth with boys, and like would hang around and like date guys who had red flags, and I was like sick, like this is where the drama comes
Yes,
from.
this is where the good writing comes from.
No, but it does. And I feel like Gracie Abrams said this for her, I think, new
Oh my God,
album.
is it the Paul Mescal thing?
Yeah. Where she was like, I was scared. I was so fucking scared because I'm so happy and I didn't know if I could write. And I was like, yeah, fair play. And I feel like that's why Taylor Swift, like, just got married. Like, her songs were, a lot of them were about her exes and boys and stuff. And that's just, you know, your gasoline, you know, that's your gas to, like, create. So process-wise, like, I write bits and pieces when it comes to mind. When I'm listening to songs, I'll like hear a song and it's actually not the lyrics that it is, but then that kind of like becomes like a seed. And then there's a song that I wrote because I felt guilty for not creating. It's called These Days.
You're gonna sing it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
It's just like a snippet of it.
I love it. Let me tune down my guitar.
these days. It won't be the same when the sun sets without you. In case I can't lead the way, don't walk away. I loved you. There's a continuation, but that's a song that I wrote from when I was putting more energy into like hanging out with friends, making plans, like I try to make plans when I know I not need to, but like I haven't created and I don't have like the seeds to create. でそれをこうなんかなんだろう無視して try to make like different things that I need to do, like work and like hanging out with friends. And sorry, I just want to add another thing. So the process for this song was, it was not referenced, but one of my favorite songs is Blackbird
Right,
by
yeah.
Beatles. I don't know if you can hear like but it's like, that's the same. So that's one process that I use is when I can't like juice out something, I'll go to songs that I know or like songs that I just am so familiar with and go, okay, what bit of this can I like flourish? Like, nani? Yeah, like how can I like make that into my taste, my color? So that's one process. And yeah, try to go to bed by 9:30, 10 and have a hot bath as much as I can. Kinda.
So healthy. And I think, you know, since I met you 2 years ago, I feel like I met you around a time where you were really reflecting on how you wanted your creative practice to look like, but also your relationship with work and your career, and you're really going through a lot of complicated thought processes. And I recently visited your home in Zushi, and you know, getting little vignettes of your life, and it's amazing to see how organically you've found a way to organically mold a life that works for you, that maybe from other people it might look like a detour or it might look like the wrong path, but as a friend it's so beautiful to see like you really pursuing that truth, and it kind of connects to like what I think Sherry was saying about purity, what Leiya was saying about authenticity, and this idea of, you know, truthfulness and love and honesty and the process, like all of that is I think is comes together when I think about your career in the few years that I've known you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Third magic card. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is your relation to the digital world? I mean, we did this. It was a great talk that we did for offline school. I'm so addicted. But I've gotten a good flow of like when to delete the app and just check it on my computer. I always like bitch about why did like Joni Mitchell and like the Beatles and like, you know, I mean Nick Drake, not a good example, but like why didn't they need, you know, social media? Like they were just like doing their thing, blah blah blah. And then my dad was like, well, you know, there were way more artists that never got discovered. The artist that got discovered went on radio, was on the Rolling Stones magazine, so they had it harder, and I guess like we have it easy to promote, but it's just like turned into this like, you have to make reels, like you have to be an influencer slash artist for people to like relate to you, or for people to like know your stuff. And when I was with a label management, that was like something that was really pushed, and it never was like a negative result for gigs or like ticket sales, but gosh, like it really made me like question, do I want to do this? Do I want to do music? Like, what am I doing music for? And so it was a great lesson, but I parted ways with them. I released a single earlier this year.
Yeah, Odoru.
Odoru.
So good.
It's fun. It's fun and I like it, but it's not like really me. Like it was like, okay, like we haven't done a city pop.
Was that when you were still with the label?
No, that was my first. That was the first independent release after leaving.
That was like what you said about it being a bit different from your usual sound. It was quite danceable.
It's like it's a bit similar to Selfish. なんかちょっと似てるんだけど、まあなんかその like Selfish has that like city pop-esque vibe, and then Odoru like, because I do love like what Cherry does is like super like nice, mellow, chill, like なんだろう beautiful like 打つ stuff. But yeah, so for that song, I did no reels. I was just like, I'm just gonna like see what happens, and I could do that because I funded everything. I paid for mix, mastering, paid for, you know, the production, did the whole recording in my house, and it didn't like go that far, but maybe that's okay because the like natural なんだろうやる気 didn't come for that song, and it's a bit shit to like my producer, but he's my best friend, so ごめん, but like it, I'd rather put energy and time and like my mind into things that I really want to, rather than like spreading it thin for everything. I love being on Instagram and just like looking through things, but posting and stuff, like it's such a mind fuck where I'm like, ooh, like maybe I shouldn't post this, but then sometimes I'm like, but it's my own like digital nikki, and I don't know, like I think I will always be in battle with how I want to use it and maybe how I want to be seen on it. I recently made it private.
Which one? Your main account?
My main account.
Oh, I didn't know that because I follow you on the main account.
I saw a musician have theirs on their private account, and I was like, I actually kind of like that. Like, rather than judging me on, you know, my photos and looks and what I post and how I post things, maybe you found me here at room 303, or you found me on whatever streaming service or blah blah blah, and you listen to the music rather than like checking that person out. Maybe it's a bit of a risk, but I don't know, just kind of want to give it a go. And it's nice to like see who did come and like wanted to follow, and doing like the confirm or like sorry gomenasai, because some of them is like no posts, like heaps of follows and like no followers. I'm like, who like are bots. You? Yeah, I know you have a lot of like, I think we are similar with like, let's not be too digital.
Yeah.
I started getting the newspaper just on the weekends, which is really nice.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun on reading the newspaper with you on the beach last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japan Times, English version. You can get it for 400 yen.
Per month?
No, per newspaper, and you only get it on Saturday.
It's not too bad.
I mean, 1,600 yen a month, like 1,600 yen-ish a month.
Yeah.
It's really a nice read. And you're always like keen for Saturdays rather than always getting your news online. Like, you don't know what's fake, what's real. So yeah, trying to shift that digitalness to like analog. I know you are gonna do Toshokan.
Yes. Yeah. I'm last year was hot girl summer, right? This year is datsu deji sama. Datsu in Japanese is like to move away from or to get rid of, and deji is short for digital, so moving away from digital summer. So datsu deji sama de. Yeah, getting the CD player, the radio, unsubscribing from all like TV, movie streaming stuff services.
What do you have subscription for now?
The only one I can't get rid of is Apple TV, because I'm in like Apple family plan for my whole family, so I can't really get rid of that one. But other than that, I'm not on Netflix. I don't use like Netflix, Unix, Hulu, Abema, nothing. I don't have a TV. Yeah, music I still use. Yeah, buying CDs though, but like even with music at home, I'm trying to only listen to CDs. And also if I am listening on streaming, I don't listen to playlists. I'm trying to train myself to listen to full albums again.
Nice.
Or I'll pick an artist. Like today, I'm only listening to. What am I doing right now? I did like an Enya day, and I just only listened to Enya for a whole day. It's great because when you listen to playlists, it's great because you're curating the story for yourself, and you're only getting the music that you really like. But I think the true way to respect an artist is to listen to an album and to listen to their whole discography. And these days, music is getting shorter and shorter, especially like mainstream music. And a lot of albums aren't like concept albums anymore. They're just like a compilation of singles that were released for months and months, and it's just like one album. But like I was listening to some of like Enya's less popular albums, and when you listen to it in order, it's a cinematic masterpiece. Yeah, I'm like, wow, I'm like transported into the grass fields of like Ireland or something. Like I feel like an Irish like fairy.
It is such a big part of like deciding which like the junban, the order of songs. Red, my first album, I wanted to be it was definitely a story of like, kind of like a movie. And I said this a lot in my press releases and stuff. Like, I really want you to listen to like 1 to 13 because that's the whole story. Like, it starts off with like hopefulness and then like, kind of like being cheeky. It's about like mostly about one guy. But like my experience and how I try to deal with that, and it ends with like, thanks for that time, like I'm gonna take care of myself, bye. But it's more, it's a really respectful way to listen to music. So thank you.
It took me 30 years to. I mean, when you're younger, and I feel like we're all in like the same generation, so we all lived through the CD era, and you listen to a full CD. Maybe you skip a few songs, but you're not really listening to it as a playlist. But since we're talking about albums and music now, like what songs do you want to maybe perform in full first?
Can you tune me? Because I don't have that fancy tuner thing built in.
I don't know if I can tune.
Sweet. Thank you. I'll start with something that I can not fuck up. Akai Koi no Uta, I added a bridge, which I keep forgetting to do in my lives because usually I do it with the sax and bass and drums and me. But I added this because someone was like, oh, it's such a good song, but you don't really do bridges. And I was like, all right, fuck, like, I'll add a bridge. But it was in a time where I was like, what? I was really lost, as you said. So, yeah, it's in Japanese, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. このままの私でどこまでいけるのかなこのままの私でどこまで響くのかな世に暖かい11月の初め羽に乗っかって行ってしまう君を川の手前まで送っていたの川の手前で全てを焼けた忘れたハイピッチで歌った半覚えのことにパジャマ巻きタバコ吸っているからほら聞こえるでしょ途切れた恋の歌目尻からたとうとたまにあるの潮の涙の道は少し痛い朝日とともに起きれたらいいな少しは悲しくない歌弾いてみたいなこのままの私でどこまでいけるのかなこのままの私でどこまで響くのかなきたりだけどこもったベッドルームで作った私の歌ここまで聞いてくれてありがとう彼に会えたらまた作るかなありきたりな赤い恋の歌 Thank you.
Beautiful. What's next?
I just saw this. It's not a song, it's a process that I'm still working on.
Okay.
And I did want to talk about this. I don't know if you guys know this like term yogurting. When you like start, like you have a melody, but you don't know the words, and you just like mumble words. And in France, apparently, you call it yogurt because it sounds like you have like yogurt in your mouth, and you're just like, like no like distinct word.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lovely melody that I did. So I want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that we kind of like talked about like you writing words and like me doing the song.
We did talk about that.
So I was wondering if this is a start of that process.
Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to the melody and
it's
really.
very short.
Okay.
It's just like the first verse.
Ooh.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. あ、違う。あってあるってる。1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Haile, soele, koele, life. Haile, somele, koele, seile. Highland, sombele, gomele, life. Highland, sombe, doe. That's it.
I think because I've been listening to so much Enya, I was imagining, it's like, oh, if I were to write something to this, what would it be? And I was imagining something that is set in the woods.
Mm.
It felt very woodlandy,
yeah.
woodlandy and breezy, and I think yogurting is such a cool process. You told me about it when I saw you a week or so ago as well. Yeah. And rappers do the same thing. In Japanese, rappers call it uchugo, which is like alien language.
Yeah.
So they'll get a beat and they'll just like mumble, and then they'll use that as a base to then write lyrics. But where was I going with this? But I think that as a process is so valid because I think music originally, I don't think was a lyric first art form. I think it was,
Mozart.
Like melody and beat and rhythm. And then over time, words were added to it because humans realized, oh, imagine if there were lyrics and this certain story could be told over and over again to the same song, and it becomes easier to let certain stories travel. But I send the yogurting track to me, and I'll have a little listen.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Any other yogurt melodies or non-yogurt melodies?
What?
Any yogurt? Do you have other songs, or do you have
yogurt?
other melodies?
Yeah, I do actually.
Or non-yogurt, whatever else you wanted to play.
I know you did a drop D before, and I was like, I'm gonna do a drop D too.
What's a drop D?
A drop D. So it's usually E A D G B E. This is the D tuning.
Mm-hmm.
So I dropped the E to a D. It just like sounds a little prettier.
Mm.
Do you know Nick Drake?
I don't.
Nick Drake does a lot of drop Ds, and I think you'd love Nick Drake. Yeah, he does a lot of drop Ds, and I was like trying to play a song, and then I came up with this song. And like at the end, it's a bit yogurty, so maybe if you have any things. Hey, no title. Nope. Maybe. Because I put the capo. Oh, that's nice. Okay. That sounds good. Thanks, guys. Darling moon, how I miss you. Alright, I'll get up and be like and you'll only see me there. You'll only take me when I am alone. You'll only see me there. You'll only see me there. You'll only take me when I am alone. You make me say, you make me say. I'll get up and lead the day. 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 Hey.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Okay, let me check the time. I mean, you want to do another song? Okay. Do you two want to do one more song each? Are y'all down? It's okay. I have two proposals. I have option A and B. Option A is
Together.
that's option C. Option C, you all impromptu sing something together. Option B, Emmy, you do another song, and then I ask you guys the rest of the questions, but I have you all answer it.
Yeah.
Some more question time, or we end with more music. What are your hearts?
I want to know what you wrote.
Oh, you want to know the questions?
No, I like. Can I do one more question and try to connect that to a song?
Yeah,
I'll be quick.
Sure. Do you want to choose?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Like yeah. Or no. You choose
Okay.
the question.
Mm.
No, I mean like choose what you want to ask.
Oh. Okay. Here's a one of the vague questions. Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Well, work.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's
Whatever the it is for you. What came in mind? What came to your mind when you heard "Is it worth it"?
Is it worth it?
What was the it for you? Was it music?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think yeah. I mean, なんだろう. Is it worth? Like when you say "Is it worth it?" There's usually like a sacrifice or like a negative element.
Not necessarily.
That's what I like kind of connected it to.
Yeah.
Maybe like nerves, like is it worth it even having the nerves and like the fear of fucking up and like all that. Like I used to always be nervous, not so much anymore, which I kind of miss. Like I'll have that like nerve at the start of going, like doing something, but it's like faded now. But then like I do have the adrenaline. Trying to get back to the, it's worth the fight within you to like, within me to do what I do now. And it's worth the like hard decisions that I make to be like 100% fully comfortable and like even if it's shokibo, like proud of what I do. Yeah, it's worth like the heartbreaks and like getting told not to write songs about a certain relationship. Or like, you're dating me because you want to write songs. And I was like, well, like, yes and no. Like, this is my life. I'm going to write about my life. I mean, what is not worth doing if you want to do it in life? No? Yeah. Like, a lot of people say, like, you are going to make, I'm going to sound so corny and cheesy, but you are going to make mistakes. And if you're afraid of making those mistakes, or if you're afraid of, like, people judging you for what you do, then you're, like, always going to, like, do what everyone else does, or, like, not have, like, really nice, potent bits of your life where, like, you can share to your friends or your family or your children. Or again, like, looking back, hopefully when I'm in my 80s, like I had a good life. Like I did heaps. I'm so happy with that. Is like worth doing those mendokusai things or like scary things, like, you know, confrontation and that.
Yeah.
I can't connect that to a song, honestly.
It's okay. Whatever song you had in mind. But is it worth it? Yeah, it's a question I ask myself every day. I think I agree. I think it's always worth it.
Yeah.
I think it's always worth it. And I think also, this is such a cop-out because I wrote the question down, but worth I don't think is even the right way to think about it. Because I think a lot of times the value judgment, you can't make that value judgment in the moment. It sometimes comes years and years later. Like there's so many things where there's some things I did in my youth that in the moment I thought would not be worth it. But looking back, I now know what it meant to do it. Like, I didn't think working in consulting for 6 months after graduating university was worth it at the time. And my life is very far from that now. But I'm so glad I did it because it's coming back into my life as a sort of perspective into a world that I'm not part of now, but I can use as material for my creativity in some weird way. So, yeah.
I think everything you do... ちょっと待って。英語は難しい。It's worth doing everything you want to or like naturally like became to do. But it's the result or the outcome, how you like utilize that in a positive or negative way. Like, this is a really shit example, but like war is not worth it. Of course, like it's a horrible thing. But from the outcome, like, are you like, don't use atomic bombs again. Like, that's like, it wasn't worth it. But how do you use that result to better your next step, like for the future?
Yeah.
Fully. So yeah, like, I think everything is worth it, even the shit bits. How are you going to channel that into good? Kana? That's why we write songs, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, pain is worth it to, like, outlet into nice stuff. Hey.
Have you got a good segue into your song?
Oh, it's not there.
What song were you gonna do?
You're in the music video.
Oh, Waves.
Yeah. I'll just do a short version. Two hearts collide, crash, make a wave, surf me, baby. To start a day, I wanna wake up to the sea. Too much like a time ahead, deja vu, chumbong. Time is calling, now run, let go. Still don't know what love means. 23 longest bloody years. Minutes to seconds, time after time of us, pieces of voices, time after time of us. It was worth it.
That was so beautiful. Thank you, Emmy.
Thank you.
That was Eminata, everyone.
Yes.
I have a tiny bit of time.
I have a senden.
Oh, okay. Yes, please send then away.
On Wednesday, on the 5th,
Okay.
this week.
Yeah.
Is it Monday today? No.
Today's Sunday.
Sunday. So in a couple of days in Ishiki Beach in Hayama at a beautiful place called Blue Moon. I'm going to do a trio set with keys and sax. The day is called like Youth Day, so they're going to be having like youthful artists like live painting, music, DJ, little markets. It's on the beach. It's a beach house. Yeah, super nice. And then the 15th with these beautiful guys and you. And if you're in Indonesia, I have a couple of things in Indonesia as well.
When was that?
23rd for La La La. And then maybe another one.
Maybe. Oh, that was the one that was a question mark on your
question
Instagram.
mark, yes. Not confirmed yet. Yeah. So, yeah, acoustic for Japan and then big band in Indonesia.
Nice. Damn. It would be awesome one day to be able to hear you perform abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be working on all of those Indonesia days, so I'll be supporting spiritually from like.
If the budget allows, I'll like
Hey,
have you on.
hire
as one of
me
the team.
as your professional emotional support.
Bro, but
person.
like taking friends on tours, like my bandmates are friends, so that's really fun. But like outside of that, like being able to be with friends on like that leg of like going overseas is so special.
Yeah.
It's a big dream of mine to like do another one. So yeah.
I'm manifesting that for you.
Hey, gabarimasu.
Thank you, Emmy. So I did just notice we did kind of hit 6 organically.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did hit 6 organically. He did say we could do a few extra minutes, but we could also just tell people, just come on the 15th. Come on the 15th.
It's at Space Orbit. It starts at
5. I have the flyer on my phone. Ai-chan, yes. Okay,
It's-
August 15th, Saturday at Space Orbit
Space Orbit is where?
in Sangenjaya.
How many minute walk?
I would say like a lovely 13-minute walk from
Get a
Sangenjaya
loop.
Station.
Get a loop. Get a.
10-minute walk. 10-minute walk.
And Space Orbit is nicely air conditioned.
Very nicely. Amazing food.
Yeah.
Curry's great. Doors open at 5 p.m. I was about. Why am I going to say shotless? That's not. I'm in the wrong industry. Timetable.
So we start from a wide angle.
Yes. Sherry's on at 6. Leo's on at 7. Emmy at 8. And then AOPF, which is the band that Leo is part of, is on at 9. But the doors close at 11, so after everything, you can get absolutely smashed or stuffed with food, and it'll be a good time. And I'm just there like vibe keeping. That's my role.
You're emceeing, no?
Yeah, like emceeing is a strong word. I'm doing what I did today with less of me talking and more of
Bro,
you guys
you're
singing.
so like listening to you is so satisfying. You're so intelligent. So I was like, oh, like Leiya's one of your like most amazing friends. She's so smart.
Thank you, Emmy's boyfriend. Oh, amazing. Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe we just let people come through on the 15th and save the other good bits for then. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. That was an awesome 2 hours. Hopefully I can do it again. Yeah, 2-hour slots are hard to come by. So I had to really ask them for the slot. But Peter, we're done. I think we're good to go.
Yeah, you're all done?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You should come on the 15th too if you want more music. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. That was the Fickle Human.